Exactly 1 year ago, I posted on my channel a game discovery for builders of Egypt. A completely new city builder with some influence for the old impression game, but at the same time also bringing completely new visuals, graphics, and even gameplay. So I was definitely very excited. You can still find on my channel the first 2 missions of that game. They are still available also on Steam. I'll post in the description below those links. So why are we talking about this game today? Well, unfortunately, it's because we received some news yesterday that the release of the game, which was planned this month at the end of March, is actually delayed. So far, they are selling delayed to Q2 2022. So it could be April, could be May, could be June. We don't really know. Why I want to make this video today is to talk about, is that a good thing, is that a bad thing, and also sort of what am I worried about. I'm Strat Gamer, covering strategy games, city building games, simulations, game reviews, news, guides, tutorials, and let's plays. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't hesitate to press the red button below so you never miss another video and you help support the channel. First of all, let me make something very clear, is I fully support developers who want to postpone the launch of a game who is not ready. I don't particularly love early access games, in particular games that stay in early access for 3 years or that are really not playable at the beginning of early access. So I fully applaud, pushing to a next quarter or even more if that's needed to get the game to the right level, so that when we start playing it, when we pay for it, it is where it should be. Having said that, there are 2 elements that I wanted to share with you which makes me a bit worried. The first one is the demo that was part of the Steam Next Fest festival last week. I played this demo and I was very disappointed. Not because the game was bad or worse than last time, but basically because it was the same. 1 year ago we got 2 missions, in this demo we only got 1 mission. It was 1 mission with basically exactly the same buildings. I also saw some of the same bugs that were 1 year ago still there, things around the UI or with the traders. And while I know that, of course, in the background they've been doing other things, they probably developed many other missions, they corrected a number of bugs, it does look very bad for optics, in my opinion, that 1 year later we still have some of the same bugs and we're actually getting sort of the same thing or even less, right? We went from 2 missions to only 1 mission. Second reason why I'm worried is because I don't think they're being transparent with it at all. Basically what they're saying here is that because of feedback during the Steam Next Fest festival of last week, they've decided to postpone. But I just don't think that's true. I mean, the game was supposed to release in less than a month. If in less than a month you don't know if you're ready or not, you have a problem. In particular, they were supposed to do a playtest. I've been registered for this playtest for a while, never got any news. As far as I know, this playtest hasn't started. And to me, that shows that they weren't ready. They just weren't ready. Now they're using a bit this excuse of we are the Steam Next Fest festival, so we put the demo had some feedback, great feedback, etc. So now we're going to continue working on it. In terms of communications, sure, that's a great story, but to me it's not a great story because I would prefer to really know, okay, where are we, what's working, what's not working, how long is this gonna take? Because the worst thing is with each delays, you lose a bit of faith from the gaming community, right? And also the gaming community, they start thinking, okay, I'm gonna forget about this one and just look at other games, versus if you say from the start, yeah, we won't be able to make it Q1 2022, to really be able to release it's going to be end of 2022, well, at least we know we're not going to follow the game for the next few months, but we'll be there at the end of 2022. Versus now, if we have to follow, but nothing is happening, that's not great. One element though that I've been appreciating and I think is great is they are posting a dev blog every week with new elements of the game, showing new buildings, etc. So it does show that they're working on it, that there's progress, but I am worried about some of the bugs, not just the graphical part that they're mentioning here, but we've also seen things inside the gameplay, like the traders were not picking up the goods or were picking up some and not others for no reason at all. So that is more worrying for me. Anyway, I do still have high hope for this game, especially, if you think about the first prologue. I think the first prologue was a great intro to show us what is possible. Also, recently we've seen that, they're talking about the military aspect of the game and all of this, which at the beginning wasn't very clear. So I still have high hopes, and that's also why I'm being a bit Negative is I want the game to succeed, and to do that, I want the developers to be as open as possible with us on where we are, what's going to happen, and also I'd love to hear some news about the playtest that, as I said, I've registered to and hoping to cover and hoping to share with all of my subscribers how this game may turn out. Don't hesitate to share in the comments below if you have any thoughts, suggestions, comments about this game, or other. I'd love to hear about it, and I hope to see you next time.